It's crazy how a teenage Supergirl gets to get godlike fifth dimensional power to where even Mixie, a top tier cosmic type being that can get bigger than all of creation itself, bigger than the multiverse itself, he can literally shake it. Like he can shake all of creation right here. He even said he's going to do it. And he's literally this big compared to all of creation. Supergirl, thanks to temporary power-ups, she was able to match him and get bigger than this too, get bigger than our reality, bigger than the multiverse, bigger than all of creation as well when she was amped up here. That's crazy. But yeah, she's not always this powered up. This is like a temporary power-up. Let's get into this version of Supergirl in this video, shall we? There's some time when I'm getting ready to write a video, sometimes I myself can't believe I'm even doing the video. I hope you guys enjoy anyway. But you know how the multiverse is. There's a whole bunch of different versions of the characters we love. Believe it or not, in this vast multiverse where there's a whole bunch of different Kryptonians or Supergirl type characters, yep, I'm going to go over a version of Supergirl that's kind of unorthodox. A Supergirl that has similar powers and abilities to what we're used to, but in a really different world where she's like 8th grade. It's this universe in this comic strip that's extremely short, so I said, why not? It's called The Cosmic Adventures in the 8th Grade. Supergirl can do your standard stuff, like you literally see her floating here. This page right here pretty much summarizes everything you need to know. Refugee from the doomed Kryptonian city of Argo, 12-year-old Supergirl arrives on Earth ready to aid her heroic cousin Superman. He exists in this universe too, in his quest for truth and justice. She's disguised as Linda Lee, an ordinary student. At this boarding school, this preteen powerhouse fights a never-ending battle against the oppressive grading curve, peer pressure, and her own out-of-control super abilities. It's stuff like this that a little 12-year-old shouldn't be able to do, so you know she has super strength, lifting up a cow. Just like other Kryptonians, she's vulnerable to this substance known as kryptonite. She gets weakened, even passes out in this particular occasion. She has super speed in all kinds of ways, not just flying fast or moving in a straight line, but just straight up combat speed, how she can change clothes real fast. This is a good example of how quickly she can change. She got super vision, one can say x-ray vision, or one can say microscopic vision. You got heat vision to cook lunch, cold breath. How strong is she? Not many showings, so this is going to be extremely short. Even if you dogpile her, she's strong enough to bust all of y'all off her at the same time, despite y'all outnumbering her. She has ridiculous strength. She doesn't even know her own strength, actually, messing up a desk here, for example, when she's trying to be a disguise. When it comes to thick walls, obviously she can strike and hit through them with her punching power. Even by accident, this kind of stuff is obvious. It would be weird if a Kryptonian couldn't punch through thick walls. One can argue, you can get an idea of how strong she is by how durable her skin is, because beings that are just as durable as her punches can affect. You know, that kind of makes sense. And this is like classic Superman Kryptonian type stuff you see, asteroids or meteors and such. We've actually seen her body withstand being hit by meteors, and said meteors that were actually a threat. I'm talking about meteors that can actually threaten the entire school, or one could say these meteors can easily level buildings as a bare minimum. We know she can withstand getting slapped by one, but she can also hit one back into space. So when it comes to these thick meteors, her punches can move them. And when it comes to buildings, I think that's a no-brainer. She could definitely level buildings if she really wanted to. Shake them or quake them at least, right? But she could definitely knock one over with her punches or kicks based on stuff like this, hitting a meteor back. But I would like to make note that she did get hit by one and she was kind of drowsy. So one could say as her base state, this could be like, one could say in her limitations maybe. Even technically, I guess, being knocked out for hours or whatever. One can make an argument that she can hit harder thanks to her raw speed. Like when it comes to these Kryptonians, just like this universe too, it's implied she can fly to space in no time, literally. There's no specified time though, but you know, it's really a short amount of time when she did this. I would say as a bare minimum, she's massively faster than bullets, right? I mean, because, you know, the whole theme, faster than a speeding bullet, like she has to be at least faster than that, right? I mean, she can sprint ridiculously fast too without necessarily needing to fly. Remember how earlier how I brought up how she became cosmic? Well, we're here. She actually became cosmic thanks to Mixie. He hatched the scheme to become the mightiest in all of creation. Of course, this is something Mixie would do. He explained it here. He collected emotion to be ready to be amplified through a machine built to replicate your Kryptonian biology and my fifth dimensional awesomeness, because he wants to become the most powerful being in all of creation. Like literally everything was in jeopardy. He was going to collapse the entire multiverse, or the third dimension at least. But thanks to this machine that he built, this also was Mixie's downfall, because the machine he built was based on her Kryptonian biology. All they had to do was replicate that wavelength so she can actually go after him. And that's when you literally see Mixie bigger than the multiverse, bigger than all of creation. Like he's literally staring at the concept of all of creation, all of it at the same time. He was even threatening to be able to shake it. He has the power to shake it. But Supergirl is able to get this big as well over all of reality. Bigger than universes, bigger than the multiverse at least. As a bare minimum, she was 10th dimensional. And she was even bigger than Mixie. And despite his mind becoming one with the 10 possible dimensions, I know this type of dimension talk is confusing to y'all, but Blah, blah, blah. Supergirl is able to break out of his restraints, and she ended up getting all the power he was wanting. Her Kryptonian cells are supercharged with the light of a million billion suns and defeated him back to the fifth dimension. But of course, this was temporary. Her power wore off, of course, and this is how they end the comic, right? Pretty over the top. What do you guys think? Just a fun video. Don't take it too seriously. I can't believe I did this video either. The things I do for you guys, but what do you guys think? Just respect her in general, even if it's her base state. Thanks for the donations, folks. She's ridiculously strong, especially when she became 10th dimensional. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.